Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 1, Chapter 11.1, 11.2 Review. It says to simplify each radical expression and show all of your steps and circle your final answer. Now, before we get started with any of this, we should always be writing the perfect squares on the top. So, we got 1, 4, 9, 16. Hopefully you have these memorized by now. 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, and 144. And remember, those are just the first 12. There are millions of perfect squares, but we won't get into all of that. So, looking at number 1, we have to break it down to see which perfect squares go into it. And I'm only going to do this for the first one. So you start with 147 and the closest one that is not over, which is 144. Does it go into it? Nope. So then we would look at the next one. Nope. And we just keep doing this until we find one that works. Still no. So we got 64. Nope. 49. Ding, 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 ding. So what we're going to do is we're going to break that down into, where's my pen? There we go. 49 and 3. The square root of 49 is 7, and you're left with root 3. Okay? All right, with number 2, we need to remember that you multiply the outside with the outside and the inside with the inside. So when you do that, you get negative 5 and 54. So we need to break down 54, which breaks down to 9 and 6. The square root of 9 is 3. And then the last step is to multiply those two numbers, and you get negative 5 root 6. Okay, number 16, when it's over, or number 16, number 3, when it's over the fraction like that, you break it down. Okay, square root of 16 is 4, the square root of 121 is 11, and can I reduce that fraction? Nope. So then you're left with 4 over 11. All right, number 4, we need to break down 8, and 8 breaks down to the square root of 4 and the square root of 2. Your 2's cancel, and you're just left with the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. All right, number 5. Number 5, you can't have a radical on the bottom, okay? You just can't. It's one of those rules. So you multiply the top and the bottom. And when you do that, when you multiply a root times a root times 3, you can plug it into your calculator, which is nice. And you just get 3, okay? So 3 is on the bottom, and on the top, it's 4 root 3. And can you simplify that? Nope. So that's your final answer. All right, number 6. Same thing, you gotta multiply the top and the bottom, and you get 6 root 2 over 2. Okay, and you're not done because you can simplify that. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then you're left with your final answer. All right, number 7. Now, remember at the bottom that you can break this down. Negative 10, you break down each one of those because the square root of 4 is 2. Okay? And now you can't have that on the bottom. So then you get negative 10 square root of m, and you're left with 2m on the bottom. And you're not done because you can reduce that. So your final answer is negative 5 root m all over m. Okay, number 8. Number 8, we break down each one. Okay, and we talked about if you can write it out the long way, if you really want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we're looking for groups of 2. So the x's, we have 2 groups of 2. In the y's, we have 3 groups. But there's one left over. And that's why it stays underneath the square root sign. Okay? Pretty much all you do is you just divide it by 2. Okay? 4 divided by 2 is 2. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. And the 0.5, that's your remainder. Okay? All right, last one, number 9. Okay, we're going to break each one of these down. 72, M12, and 16. 72 breaks down to 36 and 2, M12, and 16. The square root of 36 is 6 root 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. The last step is to write all of this out, and you get 6, M6, and 8 root 2. And that's your final answer. Well, that is it, guys, for Algebra 1, Chapter 11.1 and 11.2 review. If you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself, because the next thing is to take the quiz. So, good luck, guys.